on this beautiful Saturday. Welcome to Horizon Vibe. And yeah, we're here to give you the very, very best in the world of entertainment. How was the week? Hope everything was moving on swiftly. This week we had a number of things happening. There's at least a new legislation. I don't know whether it's actually new or it is something that is actually been going on. I heard from a few people who are actually telling me that this law is actually being amended, while others are actually suggesting that it is a new law. Of course, we shall be getting to, we shall get to find out, but it's one of those things which have caused some bit of uproar in the general public, more so in the, when it comes to these entertainers or the artists. Later on in the show, I will be joined by some artists and, of course, entertainers who will be weighing in on this new law. Aside from that, there is, of course, a show which is supposed to take place. This is like a listening party for the late Moze Radio. Now, of course, like should be knowing, Radio passed on last year around February, and it was believed that before his passing on, he had some unreleased material. So, of course, some of the people from Good Life, a company that, of course, he belonged to, reached out to Chameleon. Chameleon now is running a club or a valve, so it's known as a DNA. Now, of course, that's the place or the venue where the listening party is supposed to be held. But, of course, midway during the week, there were some reports which were circulating that it had been called off, due to some, due to some legalities. Radio's estate is managed by some people who are actually not part of a Good Life, so to say. So someone is believed that they wanted to get between this event. They wanted to sabotage, some are saying so. While for them, of course, they also needed to find out what was this about, how do they benefit from this. I guess they happened to sort this out, but then along the way, the event had been stopped. But towards the end of the week, news came through that they had been given a go-ahead. So it's still on. That will be the listening party, where there will be, of course, where the public will get to listen to some of the songs, some of the unreleased material by the later singer Moze Radio. So look out for that, look out for that. Aside from that, also remember we played some Spice the Yana at the beginning of the show. Now Spice the Yana is going to be headlining her concert on a Friday. That will be on the 25th. So guys, come through, support her. That will be at Freedom City. Away from that, David Lutalo is also organizing a show on the same day. But from those who know what they know, they say these guys have different followers. So it is okay for Spice Dana to have people, just like, of course, David Lutalo will also have his that will be coming through for his show. So they will be organizing a number of events, respectively, on that same day. Anyways, away from that, R. Kelly is still in the spotlight, making news. Not the good news. This is one story we are so determined to follow up. The story of R. Kelly is being accused by multiple women in the in the industry. They are accusing him for sexually abusing them. So of course, parents actually also coming through saying he's holding their daughters against their will. This is something which has been ongoing for quite a long while. But of course, after Lifetime movie channel, they aired a documentary known as A Surviving R. Kelly. Ever since that documentary aired, a lot has been happening, a lot of talk, and R. Kelly is under investigation. Last week I told you about people like Lady Gaga coming through saying that she regrets working with R. Kelly. B2K also coming through. That was Omarion saying that most of the songs which had been written by R. Kelly off their album Pandemonium, of course, they intend to shelve all the songs. And there was that campaign known as a Mute R. Kelly, which is still ongoing. So the brother is under investigation, and we're going to be following through. Should we say he's likely to end up like Bill Cosby? I don't know, still a guess. Let's see how things do pan out for him. Aside from that, I have some good news, man. I was nominated in the MTN UG Hip Hop Awards. That is in the category of Media Personality of the Year. Now, I shall be sharing details with you on how you can get to vote for Calvin, the entertainer, as of course the media personality of the year. Right now, what we're going to do, DJ Fiki, are you ready? Yeah? How is set? Must have been a long weekend. All right, we're going to get straight into our video trivia right about now. And of course, when we return, we shall be getting into something else. This is Horizon Vibe. Let's go.